Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tarheels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for space. It's Hampton. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Johnson wants to throw it. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to it, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is picked off. return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
All right, we know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
A first down for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still running at the 40. Afterburners coming. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again.
He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start. Back here, 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
First down for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's McCall. They're trying to get to it. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tarheels. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. And he's wrestled to the ground. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He gets a block. Oh, what a cut! He just about took that one all the way to the house. Finally, get him down after a tremendous return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tarheels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Gonna run it. It's Hampton. Shows him the stiff arm. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Tar Heels are threatening on first and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The toss to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Using his legs, it's Hampton. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Johnson looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Tarheels have this offense rolling. It'll be a draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Waters. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, it's a reverse. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Man, this guy has got a lot of speed. They've got to try to be thoughtful in how they get him the football. They're going to throw it to him in this game, but how about using the jet sweep, getting him out to the outside, into the open field, and he shows you the burner.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
He'll try to slam it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. On the ground, it's Waters. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets it out fast. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Johnson looking to throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, NC State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And a great play design here in this type of situation, obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Runs through a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice.
And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too. Just prove.
Looking to take a shot. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
To the air on first down. Makes his connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man, it's McCall. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blackwell. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? Run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Tarheels! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it takes you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field.
Oh, it's on the ground, high ball. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact, such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Johnson looking to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Hampton. Hard running there. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. After the miss, the lead is still full. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the move, it's Waters. NC State will pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Wants to throw. It's McCall. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Running to the left. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Waters. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on Luke, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills tonight.
They'll go to the fullback. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down from there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the right. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, UNC. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll line up to go for 2. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Concepcion. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you just...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to go deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. North Carolina has it back, and the Tarheels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high, and David, this offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they've played with each other, against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.